Yeah, you guys guessed it. You know what time it is. It's time for some cuisine for the quarantine. My name is Rob Summerall, and I'm back here to feed my family. Tonight, we're going to go to Korea, where we're going to have some wonderful, delicious beef bulgogi bowls. Check it out. Tonight, we're hitting up this HelloFresh recipe. The HelloFresh box came in yesterday. We've had a very similar dish to this. So to cook this dish up, we're going to hit up about 1 pound of ground beef. We've got a couple of cucumbers here. We've got some white sesame seeds. We've got some sour cream, jasmine rice, a little sriracha sauce, some Korean barbecue sauce, white wine vinegar, shredded carrots, and green spring onions. Now, added to that, we're gonna bump it up with a little button mushroom and a couple of zucchinis, because I'm taking this meal box that feeds 4 people, and I'm gonna use it to feed 5. So we're gonna get our rice going first off. We're gonna turn our heat on, about medium heat. Got 1.5 cups of water. And I checked. It took me a little bit of a second to get to this place because I only had 1 bag of rice from HelloFresh, which to my knowledge is the first time I've had a picking order from them, a picking error from them. They've done a great job of what we needed, we got every time. But guess what? Should have gotten 2. But as it happens, I picked up some jasmine rice at the grocery store the other day. So this is 1 cup of rice and 1.5 cups of liquid. So I need to add 1/2 cup to this. We'll get this covered. Hey guys, when you're cooking your rice, measure it right, get it in there, and don't mess with it, okay? If you've got it measured out properly, then you're not gonna have any problems with that. You should never have to open up and stir rice, you should just shimmy it. I'll give you an idea of what a shimmy looks like a little later on. Let's get that going. So I have thoroughly washed and trimmed all of my produce. So you know what that means it's time for, guys? Do you know what it's time for? That's right. It's time! It's time to chop some things. Look at these beautiful carrots. Chop, 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 chop some things. A sharp knife is your best friend. Keep those fingers tucked in real tight. Just let the blade do the work. Chop, 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 chop some things. Man, I love yellow squash. So this is the absolute, hold on. My rice reached boiling. I had to make sure it didn't boil over. This is the absolute coolest technique for cucumbers. I had never used this technique before I got the HelloFresh kit. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use a potato peeler to run down these. Obviously, when you get to the seeds, it's no good, but you wanna kind of run down each side. And we're gonna get long ribbons of cucumber, and we're gonna do a quick pickle on them. Phenomenal. You are going to love this technique. Thank you, and you're welcome. This is the rice shimmy. We want to make sure we get that temp down pretty low. There we go. So the first time I ever had bulgogi that I can remember was my friend Stacy Spencer, who works on post at Fort Knox. And he wanted to take me to get Korean barbecue. I'd never heard of such in my life. But there's a little restaurant up there. It's not much more than a hole in the wall called Songs. And he took me in there and we had Korean, we had Korean barbecue. And I'll be honest, the barbecue sauce was almost cloyingly sweet for me. I enjoyed it. It was a fantastic meal, but it wasn't something I said, man, I've got to go back and get this a lot. So, wasn't really sure when I saw this recipe from HelloFresh. Gave it a try, but there is definitely much more of a savory element to the barbecue sauce than what we had at Song's, and I am a huge fan of this. All right, so we're going to take this vinegar. Let me see, this is 25 milliliters. I don't know how much that is, okay? And a pinch of salt, and then a teaspoon of sugar. And this is our quick pickle liquid, okay? To this, we're gonna just dissolve this real quick. Won't take but a second. To this, we're gonna add our shavings, okay? Clean hands. These will pickle very quickly, okay? Gonna have to toss them a couple of times. We're not looking for a strong pickle, but these are gonna add a wonderful, wonderful acidic crunch to our meal. You're gonna love this, trust me. You are going to love this technique. All right, are you guys ready to get some 100% real cooking done here? We're gonna saute off some veggies. It's not gonna take long at all. You're gonna love this, what we're doing. Basically, we're just gonna do a real plain flavor profile. Salt and pepper, okay? And we're gonna do, it's probably not near hot enough. Okay, now we'll come to temperature. We're gonna get our zucchini here. We're gonna get a little saute going on these guys. Let's check our rice while we're at it. And we are done. Rice is tender. Forgot to set a timer on it. The best timer always is your tongue, okay? The best timer is your tongue. My pan wasn't hot enough when I set that in there. Can you hear it not sizzling? Can you hear the silence? The silence. Little trick on sauteing your veggies here. Number one, put them in a hot pan, which I did not do. Number two, wait to salt them, okay? It's gonna draw out the fluid at first, and fluid, when there's moisture in there, it stops caramelization. You stop the browning process. So any fluid that you draw out, you wanna do at the last second. So the timing on my meal is completely off now. My buddy Justin Hendricks just came by. He had seen what I had posted about fried ice cream. And he sent me a little cheeky little note like, fried ice cream, question mark. You know, cheeky notes and emojis can bless a guy. I gave him a social distance slab of fried ice cream, sent it home. So attaboy, Justin.
Okay, this is Brother Rob's fried ice cream. What do y'all think?
Okay, try
Wanna
it.
try it? Okay, I'll take the first bite.
I can't even get into it.
Estupendo.
Oh, I like it. I like it. I like
Oh,
it.
hold on, man. You can't handle a bite
I
that
like
big.
it. I like it.
You want a bite, Hallie?
Yes, I like it. I like
There
it.
you go,
I
James.
got no chips.
Okay. Here you go, Hallie.
No chips.
Cornflakes on there.
What do you think?
What do you think? They're just flabbergasted. Either that or they don't speak English.
What do you think, Hallie?
Yum. Is it good?
But having said that, a couple of things have happened since you saw me last. Number one, my zucchini is starting to cook. I turned it off for just a second because I had to go outside. My rice is done. I've tossed my cucumbers a couple of times to make sure that they're getting coated. So make sure you do that because you're not submerging them in the vinegar. You're kind of more or less tossing them. So you want to toss them a few times. starting to get some caramelization and some delicious smell on my zucchini here. So we're gonna fire off our zucchini, our carrots, our mushrooms, and then we're gonna hit our meat. In the meantime, while this is cooking, we're gonna go ahead and make our sriracha crema, which is going to be both a cooling and a heat accoutrement that we can add to this as kind of a finishing sauce. You're really gonna like this. I said that a lot today. You're really gonna like this. I hope you like this. Please like me, please, please, please like me, YouTube, please like me. So I've got our sour cream here. To that, we're gonna add the sriracha sauce. I'm gonna add 1 packet right now and go for the flavor and then see, do we need the second packet? A little generous pinch of salt, and we're gonna drizzle in about a teaspoon of water. Basically, you wanna dilute this to where it's a consistency that can be drizzled. Drizzling is this thing. I'm just mixing it up here. Excuse me, I'm cooking. Golly bum, that looks good. One got away, one got away. Get back in there. Okay. All right. Man, that looks good. Here we go. Use the end of my fork. Needs a little more salt. And we're gonna go with half of this packet. See what we got. Okay, we're gonna add just a touch more water too. You can always add more water, it's hard to take it out. Ooh. I wish you could smell it here. We got veggies sauteing. I do it like this, just a little. Oh, me like it. Hopefully you can see how we've got some caramelization here. Finish them off. Man, can you see how beautiful that looks? Okay, I'll put these in our serving dish. And we're gonna move on to our mushrooms. You ready? So we got our mushrooms here. Ah, you can hear him hit the pan. Oh, got a little zucchini got away there. I will let him hang out. You know, sometimes people tell me, oh, I just don't like mushrooms. I don't like the texture of them. They taste like I'm eating a snail. You know what I say to that? Good, more for me. So I don't want to share my mushrooms with you anyway. So that's why I don't have many mushrooms here, because there are only 2 of us that will eat them in my house. And that's the 2 smart people. And I'll let you figure out who that is. All right. We have some delicious mushrooms. They're going to go in our serving pan right there. And lastly, for the veggies, do a real quick hit on these carrots. And when I say real quick, I mean like if you go 2 minutes, you've gone too long. Because we're so quick, we'll go ahead and hit them with some salt, hit them with some pepper, let them get happy, maybe just a touch more oil. Okay, so this is the joy of doing this is that we sit down as a family. I got to say that there are several people in this that don't want to be videoed but know that our family is here. But people don't want to be videoed. I'm blocking them from the video. Stop moving, everybody. All right, here's what we got. We got underneath there this massive bowl of food. There's some jasmine rice. We've got our Bulgolgi beef here. Oh man, it's so unbelievable. Let me have a, very good. We got some sauteed carrots. We've got our quick pickle here. Over here, we've got some mushrooms. We've got some zucchini. Jasmine rice under there. We hit it with some of this sriracha crema. And then we also hit it with a little bit of sesame seed and a little bit of green onion. And guys, I'm telling you what. This meal is enough to make me want to be Korean. Like, not North Korean, but at least South Korean. And so with that, we got to sign off. This has been another riveting episode. Excuse me.
That's what you did when I was on FaceTime with my...
This is going on the video. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This has been another episode of Cuisine for the Quarantine. Da-na-na.